By the time I was in my early 20s, I was supporting myself in New York through freelance work and teaching clarinet lessons. Many of the musicians that I'd met at these jobs played with the Dance Theater of Harlem Orchestra, so I started nosing around to see if I could score an audition as well. I arrived at the audition and was delighted to discover that the conductor was a woman, a black woman. I was not familiar with any women conductors outside of school, but especially women of color. I'd heard of Tanya Leon, but had never met her. She's a tiny little lady, an absolute powerhouse. I played a good audition, and for the last selection, she handed me the long, slow clarinet solo from Debussy's Afternoon of a Faun. I played it pretty well, and then she asked me to play it again, but this time in one breath. I had studied this excerpt in my lessons and had worked long and hard to find phrasing that would hide all the breaths needed to pull it off. But to do it in one breath? I looked at Tanya, she looked at me and said, "I know you can do it." So I took a long, slow, deep inhalation and played it beautifully in one breath. I got the job. And I left the audition lifted and incredibly inspired. Oh, and by the way, I've never been able to do it again.